Yo. There we go. What's up? It's your boy Drew. Welcome to that Sunday night Slop Trough. We here again. I don't know where to start, bro. We started the first two with Jake the Asshole. And there's been major developments on the Jake the Asshole front. This will be the last time I promise that I start with Jake the Asshole, but let's start. Let's start with Jake the Asshole. Sounds like a good starting place. Good to see you guys all in here. PJ, Obese Tuna, Tranquil Vortex, Rich, Capricorny, all the regulars. David, Mason, Most Mundane, I missed you, I'm sorry, Pandora, Facepalm Clump, John Wayne, John Bernard Shaw, let's go. Let's go. Let's start here, I guess. Our boy, Jake the Asshole. Major branding change for him. Big news in Truthville here. Big news. Jake the Asshole is now Jake the Awake. Funniest comedian in the world. Greatest truth teller who ever lived. What about Jesus, partner? Changed his handle here to Jake the Awake. They'll say they're the funniest comedian and they all have like this truth that no other channel. Like remember when we were looking at San Francisco Truth, but it's all of them. It's not just him. It's Sandy Machine, like all of them. Like I have the only truth, the only, the real truth. You're only gonna get that here. It's like a common theme. But here at this channel, that's true. You're only gonna get the real truth here. So these other ones are all LARPs. Jake the Asshole, 85,000 subscribers. Wow. That's crazy. 18 million views. Good for him. Join in with him real quick before we move on. I watched the beginning of this when Maxwell Smart, Mr. Maxwell Smart here.
Censored by YouTube, right? Like they're trying to bully me by calling me an asshole, or so the algorithm would think. All right,
He basically is admitting this little beginning I saw, like he's admitting he changed it from Jake the Asshole to Jake the Awake to like make it easier for people to share. He thinks the algorithm's suppressing it because it's a swear word. So basically to shill and make more money, which that's fine if this is his job and this is how he makes his money. I don't have a problem with it. I know a lot of people are like, oh, he's a shill. Anyone that takes money is a shill. I don't believe that. I think you could take money and tell the truth.
This bad boy, we're gonna be going to work.
That's what his subscribers bought him this one.
While on vacation. So I'm gonna go out to some really awesome, beautiful places. I'm gonna film a lot of stuff, do a lot of talking, create a lot of new content. And I don't want to be called Jake the Asshole while I'm out walking on a beach saying something very meaningful, right? If I'm out in beautiful redwoods of California, showing you guys the most beautiful places in California, and I'm all alone and I'm talking to the camera, having an intimate moment, trying to get a message through to you guys, am I an asshole? No, I'm not. I'm not an asshole. I'm Jake the Awake.
Bam.
Well, you'll always be an asshole to me. Yeah, whatever. Anybody saying you'll always be asshole to me? What does that even mean? I'm the funniest dude in the world right now, and I'm
in the world, bro. Not even like in Truthville. He's the funniest dude in the world. He's also the humblest.
And doing shit that nobody's doing. I'm not a fucking asshole. I'm a revolutionary being.
I am a visionary. I am a revolutionary. Real ones know that one.
I'm going to transcend this fucking hellhole and do something unique and amazing. I'm not an asshole. I'm Jake the Awake, and it's a new.
You know that he knows that that's a gay name. It's like, shit, I gotta get in this algo somehow. You know why he wants to get in this algo? Can I make this bigger here? How do I do this? Hold on. You know, YouTube heard the rumblings that Twitch was trying to sign me, that Kick was trying to sign me. They're all courting me. YouTube put me in their little partner perks program. First thing they did, they sent me a $15 free Chipotle. Who doesn't want free Chipotle? He's changed his name to get that free Chipotle. And I don't blame him, because that new adobo ranch is fire. Next thing they sent me was this right here. Where is it? Oh, how well you can see it. Sent me a little sweatshirt with the tiniest little embroidered logo on it. It's super tiny. It's like inverted on my screen. It's messing me up. But it's a nice little Champion sweatshirt. Nice little fleece. Then the next thing they sent me was this right here. I just got this the other day. Show you what this is. So Jake had to rebrand so he could get these deals here. Little partner perks card. I am in a memberships boot camp. I have a YouTube handler. Shout out to Alex, my YouTube handler. It sends me free stuff. I feel like they sent me something else, but I can't remember what it is. But this thing here is like a clapper board. You want a clapper? It's got its own little, see the thing, little dry erase pen. I mean, come on, this is high-end shit right here. High quality. I want to thank Donald Trump for this. So get this and go. Guaranteed. 15 more views every time you do this. Guaranteed. Jake the Awake's trying to get this free shit like me. I told YouTube they can't afford me, basically. They're trying. If you see any ads on here tonight, I'm blaming them. I told them just skip the bullshit and send me the 100,000 button and all the fake subs like everyone else. Jake the Awake's trying to get these clapper boards. You know it. Shout out to Donald Trump. That was made in USA and would only ship to USA addresses. Never would have happened if it wasn't for Donald Trump. Like, how do I see the chat while I'm doing this? I don't like not seeing the chat. Hold on a second. I'm not on the StreamYard, so. Ooh, we have. Oh, that's me sending 5 gifted memberships. Hold on one more second. Figure out how to. There we go. There we go. Now I can see the damn chat. Clump. Shout out to Clump. $1.99 in the house. I don't know if I can make that face. But that's Jake. What else? Infinite Plane, man. Does anyone catch Infinite Plane? The auto hoaxer here, man. Infinite Plane. I watched him the other night, and he had fakeologist on there. And even fakeologist was like, wow, you sound like you're on hard times. He's selling.
And their fundamental view about.
He's living in his car right now. The auto hoaxer. Apparently jobs are a hoax now. I like Infinite Plane. But get a job, dude. Damn. I guess if you don't have any dependents or anything, like, it's tough. But he's selling these. Must have only been in the thumbnail. He's selling these like Magic the Gathering type cards. That's the thumbnail. It's like PSYOP cards. Maybe we can see. Can we see it here? "33-year-old in anti-vax shooting. He's got some good decodes about stuff. The IPS. And the first time I encountered IPS was EBT and I, right off the jump, saw through the, what was it, Nipsey Hussle. And he was the only other guy out here that was calling it fake, like from day one. I'm sure by now there's tons of videos and rabbit holes about it. But back then he was the only other guy that. Where's the cards? Here they are. He's got PSYOP trading cards. These people will do anything but get a job, man. Painting, he sells his painting Ghost, G Fuel. I can't make this bigger or what? I mean, they look kind of nice, but then at the same time, like, their AI art, he admits their AI out just so he can, like, shit them out faster and everything like that. World stage metascriptors, occult code numbers, concurrent programming, PSYOP, Michcow, is that what it says? Can't read it. Separated at birth, fake dinosaurs, fake conspiracies, Timu space station. So he's able to, like, just type into the AI generator, make these, and just make them real quick, prints them out, pays to print them out, and sells them so he can print out more. And it's not even a game yet. It's just like cards. And when Fakeologist was talking to him, he was just saying, like, yo, like, eventually it's going to be a game, and I'm using AI to make the, like, rules to the game. So it's all, everything's AI with this dude. Even though he does do his own painting and stuff too. I don't know, the AI just looks kind of whack to me, even though I'll use it from here and there too, but I wouldn't create, like, a whole, like, art set on it. Pretty weird to me. But shout out to Infinite Plane. I do like Infinite Plane. Get a job, dog. Get a job. Speaking of other people that won't get a job, did you guys see the most recent Tartarian Truth making fun of Archaix? These are these. He keeps calling them DTFs. I thought it's called direct to garment, DTG. So I don't know if he thinks he's being funny. Like Archaix thinks he's being funny, calling them DTFs. Or maybe it's a different process. It's called DTF. I don't know enough about it. This guy Archaix has enough money that he could be actually screen printing out, like paying artists to create real designs and screen printing real shirts and getting like a premium dollar for it. It'd be more than a $20 shirt. He could sell his shirts, like a real pimp one, for like $30-$40. His people would definitely pay it. But these are straight trash, dog. These ones are trash. Just the designs. I left a comment in Tartarian Truth's thing here, so if you're watching Archaix, Jason, hit me up. $500. I'll have my wife draw you like a t-shirt. I already know the image I'd make and the logo and everything. It would be dope. And it'd be like one color that you could screen print. You could sell them for like $40. A full-size shirt. You can't be doing it on this direct-to-garment bullshit.
With Big John and Cheryl.
So to clarify, Big John.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And
Yeah, so Big John is a. Wait, let's just play this whole part again because I skipped it.
I'm with Big John and Cheryl.
So to clarify, Big John is a felon who also has a record of.
oh yeah.
Okay.
And I was telling you, Big John. Yeah, and that girl clearly states that he raped her.
Jesus.
Bam.
We're at
So Jason, all the people he hangs out with are predators, rapists, pedophiles. But not Jason, though. Jason's completely innocent. His charge was just trumped up charges. But every single person he hangs out with, they actually did it.
at the t-shirt making magic shop. These are DTFs right here. You've seen these? These are by default going on the front of our t-shirts. You've seen the patterns. Cheryl, why don't you lay some more patterns down?
I mean, and another AI grifter out here just shitting out as much content as he can using the AI. It all looks the same. The AI shit, after a while, it looks all the same.
You guys have seen these. Bunch of beautiful Archaix square shirts. They're absolute trash.
Yeah, pretty bad, man.
The DTFs come in normal size and then large. For 2X, 3X, 4X, 5X shirts, we can make these bigger, much bigger. Who cares? No one cares.
Got them big boys or them big grannies up to 5X. He's gonna take care of you. You wear a tablecloth, he can put this on there.
Guiding souls through one reset at a time. Archaix isn't about doomsaying. It's not. What you got in your hand, John?
Okay, I have.
Big John, the convicted rapist. For an extra $3, he'll add one of these. He's got the little Archaix logos next to him on the couch here. He'll add that on the back of the t-shirt for $3. There's no way these shirts hold up to like wash and abuse. If I wish I had my own way, I could, or if I had more money, like I could print my own designs as screen printed designs or whatever. Like the other ones you could do sublimated, but that shit costs money, you know, up front. He just bought a little, it's just an iron-on basically. That's what he bought, a heat press.
We have a heat press. We put the shirt in, put the DTF down.
One extremely
Is it called really a DTF, or do they think they're funny?
annoying shift later.
This is still my favorite. The dude jumping out the portrait.
Oh yeah, it's a cool one.
Yeah, he's an errant. They're trying to get him back.
That's when you leave the cult and they're all trying to bring you back. That was Phoenix Protocol. He was jumping out the painting.
You're a moron, and you don't deserve anyone's time. You're just a fucking idiot, and you need help. Okay.
See, all these were made by the vendor over here.
Yeah, that was the old vendor there.
Look at him. He's got all of his books and all this shit. He's a hustler, man.
It's like some of the old school shirts. And
you can still order, guys. You can still order the OG. I carry myself as an alpha male and always will. These are original Archaix shirts. Yeah, V-necks. Yeah, when these are gone, they're gone.
Need that V-neck, Granny.
Yeah, I don't care about your money. So
look at that shirt. Damn, the thing's huge, dude. It's like 30 inches across, dude.
We use 5X as an example to show you there's no size that we can't do. We even increased the size of the DTF to match the size of the shirt. John is not an ordinarily sized guy. So
all this money this dude's got, and he's got this little like this little like garage sale box fan back here. It's not even the new Walmart $10 fan.
So Big John is in the hospital. He thought he was going to get a stent this morning. It did not happen. It wasn't needed. They did do a procedure on him. You know, he's a really big guy. He's a real big guy. So he had some fluid on his heart, and it even matches the Archaix on the front.
Well, no shit.
So the end result is that even on a 5X frame, our DTFs are still big enough that they don't look distorted. Very crystal clear. This was all done right here.
Shit looks trash and ass, bro. Yeah, I don't know. It just looks like trash. It's that AI like oversaturating everything. Well, the reason I had this up though, the real reason I had this up, just saw this and I wanted to look at it, but I said, man, I'm gonna look at it in the live stream. Where's the comments, man? Here we go. Sort by new. Wait, 719, most important part. What is it? Hold on, let me click that.
We're gonna see the back.
Oh.
I mean, this isn't something as simple as.
Yeah, he zoomed in on Big John's ass. He's trying to show the top across the shoulders. He zoomed the camera right in on his ass. Hilarious. Uh-oh. Got a crying baby. I see none of y'all are attacking his actual content, just his merch and the criminal records we've all known. This is what I'm talking about the show the Epstein files, dude. Show the Epstein. You guys don't care. Like people, these truth, not you guys in here, but these truthers, they do not give a shit about the Epstein files. They don't care about what Jason did. They just want to hear some shit they can memorize and repeat, regurgitate, and sound smart. What the comment I left on Shem's video here, I said Archaix is right at like the event horizon of the Dunning-Kruger effect. That's why he's the perfect lolcow, because he's right there and he knows it. So like how people react to Archaix tells you everything you need to know about them, like where they're at. Like if they're like, wow, this shit's amazing, they're dipshits. But if you're like right past that, where Archaix Jason's at, you can say easily see through the bullshit and see he's a grifter full of shit. This is what I wanted to look at here. And anytime you see, oh, he edited it, dude. Damn, this guy edited it. I wonder if I have it on my phone still. Hold on. He wrote like the world's longest comment. This guy named Thothschild. I might have it up right here on my phone, actually. I was looking. Oh, no, I don't. Damn, but it was like on the phone, it was like pages, dude. You were just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling on this one guy's comment. He went back and he edited it. Thothschild. But I went to his page and like 2 seconds of it was funny as fuck. I'm like, I gotta watch this live. Let's see this guy. Hold on. Got like that drain aesthetic. Dude's a nut, bro. Let's see what it says here. Thothschild, Hex Pulse Entertainment. New shoot, Funtown coming soon. Dope, definite, bomb, ballistic. Hex Pulse, holistic. Hip hop heuristic. I watch you squirm in your seat cause Thoth's kick specific. Linguistics got you placing me on spectrums autistic. Damn bars, bro. Idiot, savant, sick wit, synergistic, defy or die, truth speak is how I kick it. Bulletproof shirts. Got like a little link here that's, rather than have a link you can click, he has like it written all fucking weird and slashed through. Send this guy some money. Thank you deeply for your support, blah, blah, blah. Crypto. Okay, we gotta look at this guy. Look at this guy's fucking shit is nuts, dude. Some Coomer shit here on this front one. He's got this. Oh, dude, this guy looks fucking nuts. I don't even know where to start on this guy. Hold on. Start here. I was looking at like 2 seconds of this one. I just skipped ahead real quick.
And why don't we use them? You know.
Hold on, look at this here.
Because if you don't know it already, you are of the mental capacity, you, my divergent brothers and sisters, the regular viewers of this program, you are of the capacity to get there. And people say, they've been saying this to me since I was at the height of my fucking music shit. You gotta dumb it down. That they would even say it about Jesus Christmas time, guys. They would say it about chord changes. I'd have a sus 7 and a passing tone of a suspended 7th going, you know, to color my changes in a certain way. And somebody would say, that, oh my God, that's too complicated.
Nobody said that, dude. What the fuck, dude? He's got some like black doll. Is that like a black doll with him?
You're all kinds of fuck.
Bro, is this yo, is this Lou Bass? You guys remember Lou Bass? Let me see if I can find him. I think this is Lou Bass like putting on an act. This is like a little skit. We're from Paul and Slave. Lou Bass. Have it. I type in Paul and Slave. Damn, I can't find Lou Bass. He had a channel. I don't know if he still does. I haven't kept up with that shit in a long time. This guy here looking like Lou Bass, though.
Right now, dog. All right. Guys, those of you who have been with me before, you understand, right? That well,
Okay,
I care,
Capricorny. Wait, is that how you spell
right?
it? Lou Bass? Hold on, she spelled it. I think I was spelling it wrong. You guys gotta see him if you don't know who that is. How you say it? Lou Bass? Yeah, I don't see it. Just let him play for a second.
Right? Now, you could say they're different facets of my neuroses and psychoses. Sure, that's fine. I don't give a fuck, right? They still make you laugh. One of my characters is, you guys are so excited for this. I know you are. The world's worst ventriloquist. This guy is utterly terrible at what he does. He never got the whole thing where you're not supposed to, right? And this
dude's fucking nuts, bro. Shadowband threw down $2. Appreciate you. Did God tell Moses to use Canaan bosom in Exodus?
Okay,
What?
so the world's worst ventriloquist, best friend in this incarnation, is a dummy. Who's calling a dummy? A dummy by the name of Reggie, motherfuckers! Yay, Reggie's
Reggie?
here.
That's what this dude's smoking.
Reggie,
He's smoking that
how
Reggie.
are you doing, friend? What? Who gave you license to ask me personal questions about my life condition? Okay. I'm sorry, Reg.
What's with these guys playing with dolls? QLC playing with dolls. Sandy Machine playing with dolls. This guy here playing with dolls.
Maybe be excited that we were back on the air. Motherfucker, I'm gonna do me no matter what we doing with this shit. So stop asking me stupid ass questions, crack up. Okay, God. Gee, I heard you had something you wanted to show the God, you hurt my feelings all the time. I heard you had something that you wanted to show the audience. Yeah, I'm here today to make a point for all y'all. Does anybody have children in the audience? Oh, you okay? Fuck off. Mind your business. Do any of you?
What the It's like a fever dream, dude. Hold on. Austin Murphy would know. He says Louis Bastone is his name. Let's look it up. Just got to see this guy. Yeah, spell it right. Louis. What's his channel name? Blue Bass. Yeah, keep going back to that. What's with this little shit on their head here? These little like hairs that come down on these people's heads. I don't know if this is like an exclusive. I know it's not exclusive, but I see it a lot in Jacksonville. I don't know if it's like bigger here than it is in other places, but that little like those matted down hairs on like the dark people's head. I see that shit all the time here.
Ooh. Oh, God damn. Have children. Well, they might, and they're not supposed to be watching the stream right now, that's for sure, because there's mature themes and dirty words. How them kids ever gonna be ready for reality if you protect them from all that shit? Hey, man, look.
Hey,
your
man.
pants are coming down, you're knocking your head on shit. Just show them what you want to.
This is like Hanko Flamo with the torso here. This guy, he shouldn't even have that doll.
I ask.
Mundane says, reminds me of Tripoli.
I ask if they have children because then they would know the character that I'm about to hold up and show them. Does anybody know what this guy is?
Damn, so he's holding a doll, and then he's got the doll holding the doll. Damn.
Aw, how cute. Hi, little guy.
What's up, baby mama? She's with the babies in the room. The babies are crying. Yo, shout out to my wife who makes this all possible.
He looks like a little, gosh, kind of looks like, I don't know, like a cartoon simplified astronaut of some sort, huh? That's right. Okay.
What's like in his background? I'm trying to figure out what's his like set back here.
What's he from? This is a little character from.
Okay, hold on. Austin Murphy's got the channel name here. Hold on. Go back here. One more time. Oops. This is, I gotta type this into search, I guess. Yeah, here he is. This is him. Yeah, same guy, bro.
60, the new 20.
This dude's 60. He says 60 is the new 20. That's definitely the same dude. Or his son, damn. Good coming through, Austin Murphy. Appreciate you.
Hey, mama. 60, the new
60, the new 20. He's got like a quarter cow or some shit there. Okay, look at his face. Bro. Same fucking dude, bro.
Don't eat too much of this stuff, guys. It's really not good. I mean, I'm 60 years old. I'm not on any medications. I'm starting to feel like I'm 25 again. What the hell is going on? I'm going backwards. Don't eat it. Not good. Eat kale. Good.
Bass. He doesn't have any more video. He's all over those panels, or he used to be. I don't know if he still is, but that's where I came across him. That looks like that's the only videos that like show his face. But you can see what I'm talking about here.
From a game called Among Us. Among Us? Among Us! Did I
Okay, it's like a cyanide bottle behind him.
start a cracker? This little guy's from Among Us. Now, I find myself moving through Mexico and the land of the...
Yeah, this is too much, bro. What else you got? Gotta move on from this guy.
Okay, no, it's passing. It's fair, middling. It's passing. Good stuff, man. Oh well, okay. Then now here he is. So he knew this was coming. You know.
Okay, isn't his little logo up here? Isn't that like a crypto? I've seen this like when I was looking into crypto. I can't remember what it is. Those little concentric hexagrams.
Nore and them say, let's give them their flowers while they're here. Okay, we don't know what's going to transpire.
Okay, Thothschild, this is him, is a neurodivergent, which gives plebs headaches trying to burn brain calories to keep up with the high bandwidth, zero latency connection of multiple spiderweb threads. Regular plebs were trained by Rockefeller public schools to think linearly, connecting one subject A to another B to another C. But Thothschild often skips the line. I knew his thing Thoth was like a play on Rothschild, and it is too. Thothschild often skips the line, jumping from A to P, back to A to 12 to Gematria to Richard Pryor and Eddie Murphy raw jokes with seemingly no connective tissue. So plebs get completely lost in the sauce, calling him crazy. Instead of a misunderstood outlier genius, all I'll say is creative thinking is a muscle most can develop. And if you're forecasting the future, you may want to consult with what ancient people called a shaman or seer. Lols. So this dude's a shaman. This is a modern day shaman right here, bro. Oh, we gotta look at more of this dude. There's gotta be some fucking gold in here. Oh, he's got it. Look at this brain dead fucking dipshit on this panel with him. Where's that guy that was on the thumbnail? Hold on. Oh, it's hours and hours long. Damn, look at this fucking guy too. On a green screen like he's in a fucking mansion. I'm gonna let this play just for 1 second and go refill my drink. Shout out to the chat. Please hit that thumbs up.
trying to speak that when a human being connects to other human beings, that person can block it or let it in. And when there's a letting of it in, it's fearful because that energy can take them over, get them insecure, make them think something they didn't want to before. And if a lot of people have struggled in life, they might be like, nope, I'm chopping that away. And but there's a point where it's genuine and real and you actually let it in. So what I coach people to do is you put the ego 10 feet ahead of you. And the ego 10 feet ahead of you is not right on you. Because everyone teaches you to get rid of the ego in this society. And I don't teach that. I used to believe that.
Good for you.
I used to believe that.
I don't think that's healthy, man.
It's not healthy. What is healthy is to put the ego 10 feet ahead of you and allow that ego to remove any narcissist, manipulator, abuser, codependent who's pulling your life force and allow it to put them in check and not let them in your space. Woo. When the ego's 10 feet ahead of you, your heart can remain open.
Oh my God, Lit, other than waters above, you might be the only motherfucker other than myself who I've said that like ego is like has a healthy aspect and needs to be there, and we're not supposed to stomp it out of existence, you know, or act like it's the devil
the boot
itself.
up behind
like, that is some advanced thinking, bro. That's some advanced spirituality. I commend you,
bro.
Dude, these are like the guys you see tweaking out, like living in the fucking bushes on the side of the road, like looking at their hand, like, whoa. Somehow they're homeless, but they have a phone. This guy's like behind a fucking Circle K right now, using that green screen app to make it look like he's in a mansion. And this dude's like, wow, bro. You're so fucking smart, bro. What's up, Spaldo? Land of the Blinded is in the house. If you guys got any of these channels you want me to look into, or any of these like trending topics, any of this stuff, I'm gonna come back to this dude in a minute for sure. This dude's got my attention. I think there's a lot of gold here. It's just hours and hours and hours of shit that you gotta sift through. I want to see the guy that was on the thumbnail. That guy was crazy looking. I'm looking for him. I don't see him in here. Very somewhere in here.
Bitch, man, get your money, then get out the.
We were going to cover a little bit. I mean, it's really simple, but we were going to cover this single side staking. Okay, we did that, and I read that blog that started out as a correspondence to Paul Sachs. The third thing that I said that I was going to do was share a little bit with you guys about the attitude that I take when I'm talking to
Yo, Kevin, you're wrong for that, bro. Kevin said, "Is that Davey?" Damn, bro. That's fucked up, bro. It's Davey's new character on the world stage. You see me after I sign this YouTube deal, I'll get another clapper. You see me reappear somewhere else. Let me go over here. I wanted to look into this. I definitely want to come back to this dude. Just so much to go through here. This looked pretty interesting to me. And this is from like a couple weeks ago, but Digital Leviathan is here. Remember my warning about the AI.gov launching on Independence Day. Well, remember, folks, I was ahead of the curve. It's live now, and Trump's America AI action plan has just dropped. So I haven't seen this, so this is apparently an old thing. So if you guys have seen this, I apologize, but I'm looking into this shit for myself, and I haven't seen his AI action plan yet. First, shout out to the original wake-up call. AI.gov isn't just a website. It's the blueprint for algorithmic authoritarianism, centralized AI chat bot, unified API linking all systems, and counsel for real-time surveillance, led by ex-Tesla guy Thomas whatever. Let's see if I can see more. Yeah, okay. Thomas Shed aiming for GovCore efficiency, aka replacing humans with code. Okay, what I said last week too, a little bit of devil's advocate. Why wouldn't all this stuff be all streamlined? Like, there's so much bureaucracy and so much red tape, and then I totally see how it can be, and probably most likely will be used for control. But you're gonna have like a centralized credit report, your health report, all this, every single thing, and it's gonna be all linked together in one like digital profile. Of course, that's where this is all heading. Like, and it's already way too late in the game. You're way too into the internet, into the social media. You're too into the algorithms. You should have seen it coming a long time ago. So at this point, you can't say, well, no, we want to opt out. Like, it's clear as day. This is where it's all been going, is one centralized, your little digital voodoo doll and everything. They're going to be able to pull up a file on you. It'll be reduced to just, some numbers they can see. Are you a threat to the system? Where are you on the, on the political spectrum? What's your health? What's your wealth? Everything's going to be just like a single page. That's the real. Matt McKinley talks about the one page or the half page. There's going to be a half page on each person where they can just pull up a digital half page and tell who you are and what you're all about from the data you freely put online. Guess what? As of today, AI.gov, this is, again, weeks ago, AI.gov went live under Trump's watch. The site touts President Trump's AI strategy with pillars for innovation, infrastructure, and global dominance. Sounds patriotic, right? But peel back the layers. It's a command center for data-driven control, complete with resources, executive orders, and initiatives to embed AI everywhere. So the AI so far hasn't been shit to me. It's it's like the next iteration of Google. It's not some scary thing that can think, and it's gonna take control of the nuke codes and kill everyone. To me, that's fucking absurd fear-mongering bullshit. It's just like a streamlined search engine. Uncommon Sense says, yeah, they already have it. They're just being upfront about it now. Yeah, exactly. Trump's action plan is the smoking gun, titled America's AI Action Plan. It's a 28-page manifesto to make the U.S. the AI superpower. Pillars: accelerate innovation, build infrastructure, lead globally. Goals: economic boom, national security, humans flourishing, but at what cost to our freedom? Now, how does that sound bad? To build infrastructure, accelerate innovation, and lead globally for an economic boom and security. What's bad about how am I supposed to be scared of this? The one thing I've been kind of looking into that kind of ties into this, I don't want to get too deep into it because I want to make a whole stream about it, was Trump's. I haven't heard many people talk about this, but again, I'm not like deep online like I used to be with this. Trump's, I think it's called the Sovereign Wealth Fund or some shit. So that's what the tariffs and all this shit are meant to fund. Some call a Sovereign Wealth Fund. And once you tie it into this, you're going to have your... Remember I did that old stream called Public Credit Registry where I had Joe Biden, like Bluetooth Biden on the cover. And I talked about other countries that use a public credit registry where all your credit data, it's not like Equifax in private companies' hands. It's like ran through a government agency. And they were talking about transitioning it all into the USPS post office as they installed all the, it's called Clearview AI. I believe it was called Clearview AI facial recognition software into the USPS post offices. And they wanted to, there was talk of slowly converting them. This is back in Biden days to, the term was to help the unbanked. So basically it's going to be like a decentralized bank. And if you tie that into what's called Trump's, without getting too deep into it, Trump's Sovereign Wealth Fund, that would kind of eliminate the banks, make the government the bank. They'd be able to invest in American citizens and American businesses right here without a middleman, really. The middleman would be low interest loans or no interest loans. Let me keep going on this. So that's its whole own stream. How about I'll do that? I'll do a stream tomorrow. I'm not sure if it'll be that one. But I'll definitely I will hit you up with the Drew World Order Live tomorrow. I want to do that. Trump Sovereign Wealth Fund or whatever it's called. And then I also want to do it like the commie planet, how far the radical left shifting further and further to the left, to even to the point where they're just embracing Islam. So I'll do one of those two tomorrow night for sure. Hold on. Oh, excuse me. Accelerate AI information. They want to slash red tape regulations, promote open source AI, and ensure models are free from bias. No DEI or climate stuff. Sounds good? Wait. It includes mandating frontier AI access for government employees, creating AI centers of excellence, and building massive data sets of our data. Predictive policing 2.0. Well, yeah, that's where it can get to, right? It can get to thought crime, Minority Report. It's already there, bro. Like, it's way too late. People got lulled to sleep by the internet. I think once it went past 56K, like 56K was a good use of it because it wasn't like right at your fingertips where you could just get a full song, full movie, anything you want with the press of a button. You had to really think about what you were going to download on 56K driven with each one of these companies, like collecting your information. So it's fragmented, but all the information's out there. And I'm sure somewhere that, whether it's CERN or wherever, who knows where it's at, it's somewhere that Purdue Sentient World Simulation, I'm not sure, somewhere all that data from even all these private companies, it's all coalesced in one area. They're even pushing AI for science, manufacturing, and workforce empowerment, but admit to 50% government workforce cuts via AI replacement. Again, what's wrong? How can you sell me on this is bad? Government jobs are not jobs. They're just taxpayer funded. Trump floated out the idea of eliminating income tax. You don't need all this bloat in the government. Human jobs, obsolete. No, not human jobs. Government jobs would be obsolete. People still have to roof your house. You still have to have skills to pay the bills. And council, it's baked in for monitoring AI usage across agencies. This isn't efficiency. It's surveillance capitalism on steroids. Shaping behavior through constant watch. It's already doing that, though. It's radicalizing people on X, on Twitter. Further, the left is being driven further to the left, the right further to the right. All by design. All this stuff is already happening. Pillar 2, build American AI infrastructure. Streamlined permitting for data centers, revamping the grid for AI power needs, boosting chip manufacturing, and securing energy, nuclear revival. Billions in investments. But this builds the physical backbone up for a digital prison. Endless data hoarding. No privacy left. I think this person hasn't come to terms with what Uncommon Sense said earlier. They're just telling you that the Saudis now. It's already. This has already happened. This is the reveal. How do you sell me on this that we shouldn't be producing chips in the United States? We're supposed to get them from foreign countries. They can have backdoors in them. I guess I could have a backdoor here too, but. Pillar 3, lead in international AI diplomacy and security. Export U.S. AI to allies, counter China, Russia. Tighten export controls on tech. Global dominance, yes, but it means spreading this technocratic model worldwide. Ties right into UN agendas and China's social credit. A one world AI overlord in the making. If that's true, why do they want to counter China and Russia then? That's what the AI.gov says. They want to counter China and Russia's plans. Why would they be trying to like streamline together with them? What's up, Provo? Good to see you, my brother. Hit me up, Provo. You want to do a chalk talk with Provo? I want to do it. Go watch the one I did with Tartar and Truth, Provo. I want to do these chalk talks, like one-on-one, like these intimate conversations where we get into your research a little bit, but a lot of it, or like 50% or more maybe, is like, who are these people as a person? What kind of music do they listen to when they go to the gas station? What energy drink do they buy, or what is their go-to, for this, and what music are they? I think people want to know a lot more of these people that are behind these accounts. It's kind of all driven by the parasocial relationship. Lean into that aspect of it and ask a lot of personal questions. What was it like growing up as Provo kid? What was your parents' situation? Or this and that. I think that would be a good stream. But hit me up on the email, Provo, if you're interested in doing something like that. chalkbodyoutline at Gmail. All right, let's keep going here. Historical echo. As I warned, this is pure technocracy, ruled by experts, by algorithms, not elected reps. Well, the elected reps don't do shit for you either. So what's the difference, bro? Like, I'm just cynical at my old age. I get it, but it's not like you're electing these people and they're just making massive sweeping changes of all the shit you want. From 1937, science of social engineering to today's AI-driven governance, Trump's plan invokes the space race, but this is a race to erode cognitive liberty, self-censorship incoming. I can see that, yeah, where you won't want to put your real thoughts out on the internet because you'll have that social credit score, even if it's not like actively shown, it's already probably there behind the curtain. And then like then other people won't want to interact with you because your social credit score would be so low. They won't even want to like sell to you because that'll lower their score and stuff. Provo with the $1.99 says, count me in. Yeah, just email me, bro, and we'll set up a time to do it through StreamYard. But also, this is what I wondered if this is what actually Space Force was. And space is obviously fake and gay. Is that what Space Force was? It's kind of like a cover to get all the pieces in place to have this like AI branch of the military, because that's what Space Force is, a branch of the military. This would be like the AI branch of the military, cyberspace force, basically, but we're AI force. I wonder if that's ultimately at the end of the day what that will come out to be. Predictions holding true. AI incidents up 56% in 2024, yet they're accelerating adoption. The plan calls for AI evals, robustness research, and protecting against synthetic media, aka deep fakes. But who defines misuse? The same elites pushing this? It's opt-in tyranny. We'll love our servitude. Huxley style. Well, it could also be user-driven, like the X community notes or whatever, where people could like mass kind of flag something as being a fake or whatever, and they'll mass flag it as being misused or whatever at the user level. I'm just trying to be a little devil's advocate to this. It's almost it's inevitability. I don't get why you're writing this long 20 posts on X about it, saying it's bad while you're using the same platform. You're giving the data right over to Elon Musk, talking about it, saying this is bad. It doesn't make sense. This aligns with global surveillance. 56 countries using AI monitoring, 95 million in U.S. contracts. EU AI Act, China's credits, now America's version. Trump's plan protects American values, but centralization threatens them most. Free speech only if the algo approves. Again, a slightly off base, I feel like. It is, as you guys have heard this term, right? It is freedom of speech, but not freedom of reach. So you will be able to say it. It's not only if the algo approves, but at the same time, it kind of is, right? Like if you're just stuck in this box, you're stuck in a box and not able to break through, your message won't propagate. Even like, it'll only propagate as much as people sharing it, which is a limited number, versus the algorithm just putting it in every feed of the things they want to be seen. Epic twist, while promising no ideological bias and worker priority. The plan's DoD focus includes AI talent hunts, virtual proving grounds, and emergency compute access. Military AI dominance equals total control grid. It sounds like Jade Helm, y'all. Independence Day launch, more like Dependence Day on Big Brother AI. It's already there, right? People with fucking minds if the internet went down for like a week. We called it. My thread and Substack were unfortunately spot on. The digital Leviathan is unleashed, but it's not too late. Demand oversight. Yeah, they're going to listen to you. It is too late, bitch. I'm sorry. He says it's not too late. It's way too late. You had a chance in like 2005, possibly. You're 20 years too late. Demand oversight, reject AI overreach, reclaim agency, contact reps, spread awareness, build parallel systems. Yeah, just build a microchip, y'all. Build a fucking microchip and a fucking internet system yourself. Human judgment greater than machine efficiency every time. I disagree 100%. Not every time. Like a logical, rational, sane human, yeah, but how many of those are there? How many people call like any company, right? Call customer service and try to get through to someone. It's impossible. But once you get through to a real person, have they helped you? Sometimes they do and sometimes they don't. This person's saying human judgment is greater than machine efficiency every time. Bullshit. Bullshit, bitch. Here's her sources. Courtney Turner podcast. Well, she's got an AI generated like logo right here. You got AI generated logo, bitch, talking about AI is going to be the downfall of everything. What is a Substack? I don't know what this entire image right here is AI generated. The AI logo, AI. Everything here is AI. When she's talking about AI is bad. What is a Substack? I don't know what that is. Cryptocurrency is technocratic infrastructure. This is interesting. Tokenization tyranny unleashed. This also goes with Trump's sovereign wealth fund, which I'll get into a different day. But I just want to hear this person talk. They're probably AI themselves. It's probably a whole AI person.
I had recently done a whole thread.
Oh, definitely AI. Look at that Illuminati eye. You got one regular eye, one eye like Rango looking to the side. We'll call this bitch Walleye. One eye looking at you, one eye looking at the wall. It's an AI generated person.
I'm outlining them. They are moving forward.
Outlining. This is some AI gang stalker shit right here. Bitch said outlining.
Also working on technologies that are in the digital space that are truly private. And that is very rare because that is a buzzword. I know I've warned a lot of my audience, both through my articles as well as through these podcasts.
What's with the eye? That eye is really throwing me off. Land of the Blind and said most of the time the human you talk to is dumber than AI. 100%. Most of the time you get a Jeet. I call Amazon. I had this problem with Amazon and got put through like a Jeet and there's a bunch of kids screaming in the background and everything and they're trying to like help me. And it sounds like 5 kids are like fucking setting the house on fire in the background.
Podcast that they use the buzzword decentralization, digital sovereignty. These are marketing terms. This is really not what is actually taking place and we know that because they keep saying how it's interoperable. Even Balaji Srinivasan says it's decentralized towards a re-centralized center. So they really do tell you what it is.
But like your credit score though, isn't that already decentralized? It's on across three private businesses. Wouldn't that be considered? Your credit score is decentralized, but then you have 3 different scores with 3 different companies. The idea would be to streamline it and put it all on one centralized platform.
All about. It is about creating a nexus that is more centralized, even more centralized than what we're experiencing currently with our fiat currency and tokenization. Once they start, currently they're the whole Maha to Maba, right? It was a.
We got to speed this bitch out. Hold on. Playback speed. Let's go 1.5 here.
Make America healthy again. And that, I don't know how anybody could argue with that. Of course, we want that. But I warned people extensively, and I got quite a bit of pushback, and I really did want to be wrong. I really wanted to be wrong, that this was all about pushing the precision AI medicine. Now we see Project Stargate rolling out. We also see Archaix talking about the wearables and how everybody should be wearing wearables. This is part of the Internet of Wearables that's tied to the Internet of Everything. And then he's also saying that MAHA is really MABA, which is Make America Biotech Accelerate. So he's literally putting the term accelerationism, right? Nick Land's Dark Enlightenment accelerationism into this MABA. And it's very concerning, just that alone. But once they start adding the component of the Internet, the chips, right? The implantables, wearables are bad enough. But once you have implantables and you have on top of that the Internet of nanobio things, which does look like there's so much research and so much groundwork being laid to create this Internet of nanobio things, and that lays the groundwork for tokenization that could be really.
It's getting into Sabrina Wallace territory here.
Just a tyranny that I don't think many people can possibly fathom, and it would be.
I'm gonna give it like 2 more minutes here. Hold on.
Tokenization of everything, it looks like. And Craig, of course, has a background in the financial markets, which is highly relevant. It looks like they are really trying to push things towards the digital currency. We just recently had the Clarity Act, the Stable Act, and the Genius Act, and we will get into more detail on what that is for those who might not be familiar. I had recently done a whole thread kind of outlining them. They are moving forward. I think the Clarity Act was actually just passed through Congress. So it looks like this is shaping up to try and steer everybody towards the digital currency. Aaron Day has been working very hard.
Yeah, absolutely, though. You can't disagree with her there. The big, beautiful bill, all the debt that's accruing, it's all to collapse the system. Donald Trump, throughout his life, known as the bankruptcy guy. Donald Trump's going to lead us through some type of bankruptcy and get us on a new program, in my opinion.
Hard on certainly bringing this information to the forefront, and also working on technologies that are in the digital space that are truly private. And that is very rare because that is a buzzword. I know I've warned a lot of my audience, both through my articles as well as through these podcasts, that they use the buzzword decentralization, digital sovereignty. These are marketing terms. This is really not what is actually taking place, and we know that because they keep saying how it's interoperable. Even Balaji Srinivasan says it's also see.
Didn't she just say that shit? Didn't she just say that word for word, the exact same thing?
We're going to bring these incredible gentlemen today to talk about what is unfolding on
bitch.
Commission. We have the Securities Exchange Commission in here, and it creates a lot of confusion. So not
too much there. It's lost me. All right. It is an information war. Common sense says. Yeah, I mean, Alex Jones is at the forefront, right? Even if he is a shill, like a lot of the shit he says is true. Okay, so let me go back to this. I didn't know about this site. This is what her whole little 15 Twitter post thing was about. Pull up one more thing before I move on. If I can find this. Not sure if I'll be able to find it. Okay, there was a damn, I should have saved it. It was one of the videos of one of those really old Donald Trump interviews from like the 80s or maybe early 90s where he talked about like all the things that are still he plans about today. And someone finally came to the conclusion, like, yo, this seems like this is like a 30-year plan to do all this. Like, yeah, that's what we talk about here. I want to see if I can bring that up. I have to go back and find that. Anyway, here we are, AI.gov. As I scroll down, it slides over. U.S. is in a race to achieve global dominance in artificial intelligence. Whoever has the largest AI ecosystem will set the global standard and reap broad economic and security benefits. Under Trump, our nation will win, ushering in a new golden age of innovation, human flourishing, and technological achievement for the American people. America's AI Action Plan has 3 policy pillars: accelerating innovation, building AI infrastructure, and leading international diplomacy and security. Chris Bacon says, Drew, are you going slops? Sunday night slop Trough, fam. Every Sunday night, I'm here for you, slopping it up. America is in a race to achieve global dominance in artificial intelligence, blah, 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 blah. And then, okay, it's pretty much all she laid out, though, right? Export American AI to allies and partners. Yeah, so it is to set the standards and export them to the allies and partners. Counter Chinese influence in international governance bodies. Strengthen AI, compute, export control, enforcement. Plug loopholes in existing semiconductor manufacturing export controls. To succeed in the global AI competition, America must do more than promote AI within its own borders. The United States must also drive at adoption of American AI standards, computer hardware, and standards throughout the world. America currently is the global leader on data center construction, computing hardware performance, and models. It is imperative that the United States leverage this advantage into an enduring global alliance while preventing our adversaries from free riding on our innovation and investment. Now, this is like pretty common sense shit, if you ask me. You don't want to do all the dirty work. And then China just comes in and reverse engineers it and just makes their own version of it. It says here, America is the leader in data center construction, hardware, performance, and models. What models? They're talking about not only just the algorithm that'll feed you your slop on the daily. They're talking about the human models of what you're going to do. I said before, bro, show me a fucking city where the traffic lights are ran by AI. They know who's what, who's where they're going. There should be no traffic in a city ran by the lights controlled by AI. That seems pretty like, that would be like step one of me to like think AI is going anywhere. Like minimize the traffic. Okay, I thought there'd be more here. Not too much. I did see a thing earlier about Trump was going apeshit about cleaning up the homeless people in DC. Hate those ones with the music.
Donald Trump wants to evict the homeless from Washington, D.C.
Good.
The U.S. president published photos of homeless camps in the Capitol on his Truth.
I know there's some people here from Australia and shit. I don't know what it's like there. This is literally what's like anywhere you go in like a major city. There's tent cities. Where I'm at, it's like there'll be like a streak of woods. And if you can just see past that initial, like the woods up by the sidewalk, it's not woods, but you know what I mean? Like a treed area on main streets. There's like a small section of trees. If you can see past what's right there at the sidewalk, there's always like tweakers living in there in little tents and shit. Mad tweakers.
Social account warning they'll need to move out ahead of a major announcement on crime tomorrow. He said on Truth this morning, the homeless have to move out immediately. We'll give you places to stay, but far from the capital. The criminals, you don't have to move out. We're going to put you in jail where you belong. It's all going to happen very fast, just like the border, he said. We went from millions pouring in to zero in the last few months. This will be easier. Be prepared. There will be no Mr. Nice Guy. We want our capital back, is what the president said this morning. Donald Trump wants...
Again, my prediction is you're going to see massive change within a year and a half to 2 years. I would say within a year and a half. So he's not even at a year yet. You've seen quite a bit of change. So I'd say within the next, January 20th or something, I think he took office. So by next summer, I think you'll see massive, massive change by next summer, so that there's talk can start to percolate around about, we got to get Trump in one more time. He's doing such a great job. Of course, the left's going to say he's a fascist and this and that, but the left's currently being chopped down and they're done. The left's had to re-strategize and go even further and further to the left for a different type of experience because they're so far gone. He's talking about using the military, though, to... That's 9 minutes. I'm not playing that. National Guard ready. This is all like AI shit. It's AI. Federal takeover. That's...
If the priority is to show force in an American city, we know he can do that here. But it won't be because there's a spike in crime.
It is the big story tonight. The nation's capital preparing for whatever may come from President Donald Trump's press conference scheduled for tomorrow as he teases a possible federal takeover. The president continues to allege without evidence that crime in the city is out of control and is now putting the city's homeless community on notice.
What do you mean without evidence? You just drive down these streets and you can see the homeless shit is out of control. Nationwide. It was in Minnesota where I was at. Moved to Jacksonville, Florida. It's worse here because it's warmer here. These people can move down here and at least it's warm. They won't get frozen out. If you go down near the beaches, there's little shower things near the beaches where you can just, get the sand off your feet and stuff. You're able to just get a little quick shower right there.
Thanks for joining us on WUSA 9 and streaming on WUSA 9 Plus. I'm Larry Miller. This morning, President Trump announced on Truth Social that, quote, the homeless have to move out immediately, end quote. Lionel Donovan kicking off our coverage tonight. He's in D.C. for us right now with reaction to the president's announcement. Lionel?
Good afternoon, Larry. Well, President Trump's Truth Social post also said, quote, we will give you places to stay, but far from the Capitol. The criminals, you don't have to move out. We're going to put you in jail where you belong. It's all going to happen very fast, just like the border, end quote. However, according to
there's a little tent city right behind him, right on a main street downtown. Look, just tents straight up in the middle of the street.
DC's point-in-time count, which measures homelessness in the district, homelessness has gone down 9% compared to this time last year. President Trump put this announcement out alongside pictures showing tents set up in some of DC's green areas. It's unclear, however, when those pictures were taken. Last month, Trump signed an executive order aimed at making it easier for cities to remove homeless people off the streets. At this point, though, it's unclear exactly where anyone experiencing homelessness would go if moved. The announcement comes as the president increases federal law enforcement presence in D.C. Early this morning, I should say.
I mean, these people are just stuck. They're druggies, mentally ill. They don't want to change. They want to live like this. So what's the answer? I don't have the answer, but 9 out of 10 of them can't be rehabilitated. They don't want to be rehabilitated. They're not just on hard times. Like some of them are, very small percent. But these people are they want to live this degenerate life and ruin everything that they go near, right? Like the I talked about this a couple weeks ago. There was this huge, like I said, there's like a small wooded area in this business on this main strip here called Atlantic Avenue. It goes all the way down to the beach. There was one wooded area between some businesses and apartments, and they had to like clear out the whole wooded area, and they had like 2 or 3 huge piles of garbage and tents and buggies and all kinds of shit, just gigantic piles. When they cleared it out, cleared everyone out, they made these people ruined a small patch of woods, ruined everything they touch and go near. And for like a week or 2 weeks, they were like pulling this stuff out, and they fenced it off now and put razor wire there so people can't go back in there. Cut down most of the trees, not all of them. You can see in there better. These people are like a virus.
D.C. residents on 48th Street Northeast watched as federal officers swarmed the area. Trump pointed to rising crime as the reason for more officers, despite federal and city data showing that crime in D.C. has been going down. Last month, President Trump commented on D.C.'s homeless community. Let's hear what he had to say.
I think it's terrible, and we'll have them removed immediately. We do remove it. We've got to get the mayor to run this city properly. This city has to be run. You know, I have the right to take it over.
And coming up at 11, I'll speak with an advocate for D.C.'s homeless community and talk more about the issues that he has with the president's comments and his approach to this issue. But for now, we're live in Northwest D.C. Lionel Donovan, WUSA 9.
Trump's going to do a federal takeover of D.C. Precursor to martial law or what? What do you think, y'all?
Finally, he admits it.
Mayor Brandon Johnson is sounding the alarm about Chicago's finances.
We have reached a point of no return. The systems that people rely upon, education, healthcare, housing, our transportation, they are woefully underfunded.
Yeah, because like Margaret Thatcher said, at some point, you run out of other people's money. Finally, he admits it.
Mayor Brandon Johnson is sounding the alarm about...
He admits he's destroyed the city. I'm watching a 16-minute video.
Mayor Brandon Johnson is sounding the alarm about Chicago.
That people rely upon, education, healthcare, housing, our transportation, they are woefully underfunded. And everyone knows that. Everyone knows what, my commitment is to progressive revenue. I can't do this by myself.
The mayor's statement coming in response to a question about a pension bill Governor Pritzker signed into law last week. That law will increase retirement benefits for police and firefighters, adding more than $11 billion to Chicago's long-term pension liability. Johnson says the state needs new progressive revenue options, but he did not name any specific plans.
And you can see like all these systems are going to start breaking down virtually simultaneously within the next few years. The education, the welfare, and all these systems. All coordinated and controlled demolition, in my opinion, to institute a new system, new world order, the beast system, right? Let me get on X here, slop it up over here on X. China building small affordable homes that you can buy at Walmarts in the USA. Buy an acre of land with some friends and you can put these on there. It's like basically an RV. Loud as fuck.
鞋子进水了，哇，吓我一跳！幸好我这房子装了避雷装置。小杜，你说？
Yeah, if you're a tiny little Jap, you can live in there. But if you're a big fat American, like the rest of us.
哎，舒服。
This is creating the stacks from Ready Player One, where just They were all in just like tiny shipping containers stacked up, basically. Mega cities, stacks.
还是待在家里看电影最舒服。
And this wouldn't be bad if you're a single person or even one couple. But if you have kids, what are you gonna do? Mother and son arrested after street race in New Jersey. Killed a man in an illegal street race. Crazy.
Get down on the fucking ground! What is wrong with you? I just want to test it out.
It's a good way to get yourself shot. That is a really stupid thing to do. You don't carry guns here. Don't do that in a gun store.
Go.
He's training to be a cop. That's okay. That doesn't matter. You don't do that stuff. That is dumb. No, he's training to be a cop, man.
Bullshit.
Huh? He's trained to be a police officer. I'm sorry.
You're in Bass Pro Shop. If you're training to be a cop, that doesn't work out for you then.
Okay, is that the one? And I just went to that one, I feel like. Unless they all look like that. The Bass Pro Shop here in St. Augustine looks just like this.
Get down on the fucking ground! What is wrong with you?
That's funny. Well, the white girl summer's back because of Sydney Sweeney or what?
Not speaking for me like this. What the fuck is your problem? What's your issue? Yo, no good like this. What happened? Not speaking for me. Yeah, what? Guys. What's going on? You fucking sorry, mate. Put blood all over us. Mate, get the fuck. Why speaking like this for me? I didn't say anything. Not speaking for me like this. Guys, please. Not speaking for me like this. Dude.
I don't know who you are, mate.
Dude. Why do you for me like this? Dude, not speaking for me like this. Guys,
Don't speak for me like this. What is the thing that triggers in these people's brains that they just like repeat the same shit over and over and over and over and over? Phenomenon.
Like this, you fucking bitch. Don't make me fucking love it.
Anyone's got anything they want me to like get into, look up or whatever? Or a certain channel or whatever, drop it in the chat.
Guys, I'll put you down again. Don't look like this for me. What do you mean don't look like this? Dude, guys.
What is your problem?
Get the fuck off.
What is your problem?
Why are you going for me like this? Fuck off right now, bro. Fuck off right now, bro. Just like you're like this. Just walk away.
I threw it in our face, mate.
Fuck off, bro. Who the fuck do you think you are? Dude, what the fuck? Dude, stop! Dude, get the fuck off of him!
Who are these people like, get off him? That guy needs to get the fuck out of there. He needs to be bullied out of there.
Get the fuck off of him! Now! Dude, get off! Dude,
They're scared of like the George Floyd, I can't breathe. So you're not allowed to full mount somebody anymore. See, look at him. Look at him. He ain't ready to quit.
Guys.
He tried to grab his bag. That's his bag.
Get the fuck out of here.
Hey, I got this all on video. I got this all on video. Your face is all over this fucking video. Please, him. Holy shit!
What are you doing, mate? What are you doing, bro? This guy's fucking...
Dude, these people are fucking nuts, bro. They need... They wonder why like people were segregated in the past. It's like an incompatible culture. Yo, look at that. Hold on. Fucker did a spinning sidekick.
Don't fucking move!
Mate, what are you from through it now?
What are you from through it now?
No, mate.
Are you alright?
No, I'm fine.
Is that your blood?
Heart of Aries says check out Shameless Sper. Check that out. Oh, here we go. Is a white supremacist plant? He died or what? Looks like an alt-right channel.
Dear boomers, I am the Shameless Sper. I'd like to give you a heads up about what's coming as you leave this world. Call them parting words, if you will. Let's begin with a brief word by Lord Miles from X. The boomers have no idea what's coming. Every man I know from 20 to 28 wants every non-white person in Europe either deported or unalived. My friend's 14-year-old sister told me I fucking hate ninjas. On Reddit/teachers, teachers are reporting massive increases in pro-Nazi talks, homophobia, anti-Semitism, etc. Gen Z and Gen Alpha are going to bring back fascism when all the boomers pass away. Now, here's what I have to say to you since your time is passing and now it's our turn to speak. You've told us our whole lives that there's only one...
this guy looks like a Fed. Look at Heart of Aries says he's probably a Fed. The mustache is dead giveaway. Dead giveaway. Guy's definitely a Fed.
Race, the human race. And never prepared us for the world turning against us, for our white nations betraying us, for our nations being overtaken by racial outsiders. But instead, you led us into blindness, color blindness. At best, you've said all of this is just the New World Order, but you've insisted the entire time that it has nothing to do with race. That there's just one race, the human race, and we all bleed red, white, and blue. No, black, brown, and Jewish people are not of us. And the idea that we are all one and race is only skin color, that there's no other differences between us, it's going to the grave with you. A lot of you have kept saying none of this matters anyway, because Jesus is just going to swoop in and life flight us on out of here, right before letting the world go to shit. Meanwhile, the world has gone to shit. You've said, we must bless Israel if we want to be blessed, and have warned that those who curse Israel will be cursed. First of all, your biblical exegesis is completely atrocious, but most importantly, we've been blessing the fuck out of Israel since their formation in 1948. Where the fuck is our blessing? Why did you...
Provo says he wears khakis to sleep, yo.
You get a cleaner, saner, and safer nation to grow up in and start a family in. And why, after all of this blessing we have done for Israel, has our nation gone down the drain? All while you tell us we must keep serving Israel or else we will be cursed. I want my fucking blessing already. Where is it? Where the fuck is our blessing? It's in Israel, who take and take and take, but never give. All of this is a pack of lies, and it's a pack of lies that's going to the grave with you. It will not be raptured away, but will fester in the ground with you. I will be standing on my soapbox on top of your graves to guide your descendants back to sanity, back to pride in their race and folk, back to fighting for a homeland for themselves and for their posterity, just like our forefathers tried to do. The way America was supposed to be for us, your descendants. Not just anyone who shows up with a dream and their hands out. Not someone who gets through legally, purely by the fact that the Hart-Celler Act of 1965 and the Civil Rights Act have enabled them to even enter this country. These acts have destroyed our nation, and you have supported them, and you still do, as they continue to destroy us.
Yo, Heart of Aries says fat haircut and Jew underbite. Yeah, it's totally some Jew Fed shit for sure. It's Chloe.
With an unquestioning and unfailing certainty that this was the right thing to do. I am here to snap your children and their children out of it. You are what gave birth to my body, and you are also what has given birth to my persona for this mission, the Shameless Sper. See, you taught me that we shouldn't have children in a world like this. That you wouldn't bring a child into this world, that I should spend my most virile years living only for myself, that instead of starting a family, I should go into debt to go to college, which we were all assured was our only hope for a life worth living. That if we didn't go, our lives would totally suck and we would struggle and no one would want us anyway. Now we're far below replacement birth rates. And we are on track to become a minority in America by 2045.
Yeah, I can totally see this new generation going full trad and like another baby boom as like a jihad against Muslims or something. And shit, that's what I'm doing. Like I can totally see people being radicalized to that point.
While whites have already shrunk to a mere 7% of the world's population, and we've been subsidizing our replacements to produce large families at our expense.
Yeah, I got another baby coming in like 3 months, bro. I'm going to the doctor on Wednesday. I'm gonna shut the plumbing off. Gotta shut it down, bro. If I had more money or if I was more established in life, I'd probably do one more, but shit's rough out here, bro.
Awesome. Now, most of my peer group suffers, and far more than I do, because of all these things. I'm so happy I didn't take your advice. So then, when the guarantees failed to materialize for the majority of my generation, and they felt shafted by you and the university industrial complex, all you could do was tell us, well, tough luck, Cupcake, you signed up for a loan. Why? When I was a kid, trekking barefoot to and from school in the snow, I just pulled up my bootstraps, gave firm handshakes, made strong eye contact, and worked my way up from the bottom until I owned the place. You said, well, the world doesn't really work that way anymore. And I'm glad that I didn't believe you, and I'm glad that I didn't take your advice. Meanwhile, universities have become left-wing indoctrination centers that ruin your children's minds and futures and pipe out the trash that's destroying this nation. You call this education. On the other hand, if some of us chose not to go because we felt we were being sold a false bill of goods, which we were, you dismissed anything we had to say because we were uneducated. It doesn't matter if some of us took learning into our own hands, having no faith in the university system, and spent countless hours researching and considering the issues in great depth over the course of many years while you continued to be beer-swilling TV junkies that haven't read a single book since college. No, I'm just an ignoramus compared to you because I didn't go to a brick-and-mortar university and go...
That is true. The boomers think that, like, if you didn't go there, like anything you learn on the internet must be bullshit because it came from the internet. But anything they learned in a textbook, it must be real because it was in a textbook. Total cope. Yeah, I see the congratulations in the chat. Yeah, thank you. And I'm shutting it down though. Not the stream. I'm talking about that vasectomy. I'm going to the little consultation tomorrow, or on Wednesday actually. And then I gotta schedule the appointment. But yeah, shit's rough out here, man. I got 4 little ones in the house right now, so I'll be rolling with 5 little ones, and then I got 2 adult children that are out of the house. See me rolling with the 5. I appreciate you. Always a long time supporter of the channel. Appreciate you.
Go up to my eyeballs in debt so I could have a shitty to mediocre job, and so I could also be browbeat by you when the promise of college didn't materialize and my brain got turned to mush by communists. All the time and consideration I've given to these issues means fuck all to you because it didn't come with a diploma. College tells you how to think, not what to think, you said, reflecting on your personal college experience, as though it has any relevance to the college experience today, or as though people need a brick-and-mortar university to study things. Meanwhile, PhDs will tell me in deadly earnest that a man can be a woman. I don't need anyone to tell me how to think, let alone what to think. I'm glad I didn't take your advice. I have the sum total of the world's knowledge in my pocket, and I have spent more time pursuing knowledge in 37 years than most of you will have spent in your entire lives. Apparently being educated equates to never...
Yeah, that's true, right? Like, that's one of my, like, driving factors to look into this shit so hard, starting in, like, you know, at least 2008, maybe a little before I was looking into shit, but I feel like I went full-time looking into shit at, like, 2008. Was I had this belief that the internet would be shut off because there's too much information and too much data, right? Like, they don't want people to have the access to this much data. But now I see, like, yeah, that's not true at all. They want more and more data on there. They want you in the data all day. There's unlimited data. So it's no matter what, it doesn't matter what you're into. Like, there's unlimited shit for you to look into and sift through and waste your time and everything. It doesn't even matter if you're looking at the right stuff or not. Like, things that are actually true, right? Like, I think they just want you sinking your time into these machines instead of, like, taking your kids fishing or whatever. That's what it seems like to me. Like, I don't think the data and the internet or any of that shit's going away anytime soon. If anything, it's you see it with YouTube. It's just more and more and more exponential creators and videos and everything. More and more shit to watch. Obese Tuna threw down the 5. I appreciate you. 5 pounds. Another long-time support. All you guys, all the names I see in the chat is all like long-time writers of the channel. That's what I talked about earlier. Freedom of speech, not freedom of reach. I have the only video, if you type Hulk Hogan murdered by Scientology, I have the like only video with those keywords. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, I feel like if that's like the key, like, that should get tons and tons of views. Maybe if I edited it down and re-uploaded it as a prepared video, it might actually get views. But as a live stream, it's not really pulling the views like it should, in my opinion.
Reading a book again after college and watching the boob tube with most of your free time until you die. But being uneducated means staying a lifelong student. I do not need some communist or some university Jew to teach me while charging me through the nose with loans I'll never pay off. I'm so happy I didn't take your advice. But see, the youth aren't listening to you. They're listening to people like me. People like me are going to mold their values and worldview and orient them towards a future where we have a homeland for our people, our race, to take back the destiny that you forfeited, a destiny you used as a bargaining chip to enrich yourselves, and a destiny...
So I was wondering if that was what Trump's, like, looking into that. He's looking into Iceland. Or was it Greenland? I think it was Greenland, right? Trump was looking into Greenland for? Is he, like, looking to, like, relocate whites to have like their own white homeland, move everyone to Greenland, which is cold as fuck?
Destiny that you shame us for wanting to reclaim for ourselves. Because after all, we all bleed red, white, and blue. It isn't about race, brother. And anyone who disagrees with you, including the founders of this nation and everyone up until 1965, well, they're just woke right. You fools, you are the woke right. Your days are few in number by now, and the delusion you hold on to for dear life is going to the grave with you. Think I'm being cold and heartless? It's you people that have reminded me that your days are few in number whenever I finally get you to admit that things are going pretty bad. I do not hate your entire generation, nor do I blame them for literally everything. No, I hate my own generation very intensely, maybe even more so. I'm a millennial. They fucking suck. But see, I was raised by you. I was born in the South in 1987 with just enough time to catch a glimpse of an America that was in its death throes. Our salvation will not be in Trump. It won't be from the heavens above either. No one is getting us out of this mess, not nearly enough, for they lack the power and the time. Eventually, we will have to take it from here and set things right ourselves. No one, I mean absolutely no one, neither the second coming of Jesus nor the second coming of Hitler is coming to save us or do all the work for us. And if you believe...
He says he was born in the South. I saw this really good video here. If I'll be able to find it real quick. See, if not, I'll go right back to it. Yeah, this is it right here. That you could see like the people want this right here, this type of camaraderie. I moved to the South from Minnesota. It's different down here, bro. It's more like from what I remember in Minnesota, maybe like that when I was a kid, like the 80s. Down here, it's still kind of like that. This guy came from the UK and visited the South here, and look how he got treated. And the people are craving this, man. Like the white man is craving this, and people in general are craving this type of like camaraderie. I feel like.
I have a really nice boat. First time I've ever seen that.
Really?
The UK. I came here looking for an alligator. I've never seen one before. You don't mind?
I wonder if it's gonna fuck with it because of the song. Pause it and talk for a minute. So I'm not sure where he's at, but he's somewhere in the South. And got brings.
All right.
This guy brings him on the boat. They don't have that shit in the UK. Take some fishing.
Thank you. Texas vodka.
He's some sandbar drinking and shit.
I've never shot a gun in my life. Wow! I like this boat. This boat's real nice. The thing about this boat is the owner of this boat picked two strangers up and took us for a bit. You filled the bottle up with bullets.
It's the type of shit you see in a high trust society. Just pick up a stranger, have a drink with them, have a good time, right?
Thank you, guys. I appreciate you all. Thank you. This has been one of the most amazing days of our lives. These are some of the greatest people in the world.
You guys never gonna experience that anywhere else. Not in the UK, at least. McDonald's in Poland. This is what McDonald's in Poland looks like. Poland has none of this welfare bullshit. There's no Gibbs in Poland, or bare minimum of Gibbs. That's why there's no immigrants going in there. Type of place you could leave your purse like on the counter or on your table and just go get your food and come back. Your purse is still gonna be here. Man. Polish patriots patrol streets to protect women and children from fake asylum seekers.
Ten motyl to nie owad, społeczny odpad musi być zutylizowany. Wdębiony, tępiony, na każdym kroku jebany. W obronie uciśniony, w imię lepszej zmiany. Nieraz naginamy przykazania, kiedy serce podpowiada nam, by wziąć sprawy w swoje ręce. Walkę z szatanem niekoniecznie nazwę grzechem, a jego przeciwieństwem, gdy zło ponosi klęskę. Oko za oko, ząb za ząb.
The white man is rising up, bro. I'm not afraid to say it. Like, these people have had enough. You can see it clearly, like worldwide. You can see this trend, like the white man being the only person you can like actively hate on and openly hate on. The white man that's not allowed to have their own home country or anything like that. But all these any other race is allowed to have their own like sovereign country and stuff like that. Shit's gonna come to a head real soon, bro. That's what I like to talk about here, man. Obviously, you guys have been here. And no, any of these like off, what do they call it? Like things you ain't supposed to talk about, race, Jews, any of this shit. Like, why would you think there's these intellectual topics you're not allowed to talk about? Poland again. Look at this. A regular. What does it say here? A Wednesday night out. Everyone's out. Wednesday night at midnight. Everyone's out. Everyone's having a good time. There's nightlife. There's vibrant economy. Can you go downtown in your city at midnight? If not, why not? Can you go to a library? Can you go to an arcade? Can you go anywhere? Why can't you? I know why. Do you know why? Sandstorm. The reason why is because there's not a high trust society anymore. But why? No, you guys know why. I know why.
Everyone's out. Everyone's out. They're just having fun.
Wednesday night. Just an average, regular Wednesday night. You couldn't pay me to go out into the heart of downtown in a major city. Because I know what's going to happen. I know there's going to be trouble. There's going to be people that are making trouble for people. Back to this guy here. Shameless Sper.
Believe they are. You are a dupe and you are less than useless. You are an actively destructive hindrance to us seizing back the destiny you let slip between your fingers. We're going to have to take this into our own hands. Some of us will have to have the balls to take a stand, to speak the truth, and to do what must be done. The rest will be forgotten. If our salvation comes at all, it will be from within ourselves, within the hearts and souls of our folk. And if a man should rise to lead our folk, he will demand nothing less than the hearts and souls of our folk be loyal only to our folk. He will demand we actually make an effort to build a better future for us and our posterity. And I will be there helping to shepherd them along the way. Who am I kidding? They're going to be a pack of wolves, not a flock of sheep. People like me are going to encourage them to action or shame them into action. All your catchphrases, your hollow brand of patriotism, your idea that only beliefs matter and not your folk, your belief in that if we just vote hard enough, all our problems will go away. All of that shit is going to the grave with you and into the dustbin of history. And I just don't want you dying with the satisfaction of thinking all of this progress that you supported or enabled will last. That you will have been the ones to end the cycle of racism. No, you helped set your descendants up to need a racial identity in ways you never did because you still had a white nation. You said to us, son, I just wanted you to have the life I didn't get to have. And we say to you now, you mean as a minority in a third world formerly white country with nowhere on the planet to escape to? Gee, golly whiz, Dad, you're the greatest. But I say to you, white boomers, whether liberal or so-called conservatives, that I want your descendants to have a white nation that slipped through your fingers. And men like myself and men greater than I are here teaching and guiding them, helping to instruct and orient them to do the job that you failed to do. And it will be us that they're listening to. But you don't care, do you? Because anytime I get you guys to admit racial realities or the Jewish question or problem, as some may say, you say the same thing to me. Well, good thing I'm not going to be around much longer. Good thing I'm not long for the world. Good thing. We can agree on this one thing, white boomers. It is a good thing you're not going to be around much longer. It is a good thing that you're not long for the world. Remember, your children, your grandchildren, and your great-grandchildren, they will turn their ears towards us. And we will guide them into a brighter future, a future where they are a proud people who know who they really are and who share the same ancestors and the same destiny. Even if we have to pass through hell first to get there, it is our struggle. It is my struggle. There is no stopping me. There is no stopping us. There is no stopping any of this, and my foot is on the gas. So as you go gentle into that good night, men like myself will be shaping and molding the minds and bodies of your descendants into something much less gentle. Well, would you look at that? It turns out you provided a job for me to do after all. I guess it's just time to pull up my bootstraps. Take care.
Definite Fed. Let's see the comments here real quick. Spurg is now on Rumble. Did he get banned? Got deleted, it says. Been noticing.
Hey, what? I think the Goyim know. That's ridiculous. The Goyim don't know. I think they know, man.
Shut it down.
They know. The Goyim know.
Shut it down.
The Goyim know.
Shut it down.
They know all the things that we have done. And now they're telling everyone the Goyim know. The Goyim know.
Shut it down.
They know all the things we did back then. And now we're trying to do it again. But the Goyim know. The Goyim know. We want to open the borders to their
Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down.
We wanna turn the women into men, make the guys more feminine. The boy
Shut it down. Shut it down.
we wanna make the white man feel guilty and put the black man all over TV. But the boy
Shut it down. Shut it down.
and soon they won't want us around. We're gonna have to shut it down. 'Cause the Goyim know.
Shut it down.
The Goyim know.
Shut it down.
The Goyim know.
Sick, bro.
'Cause the Goyim know. 'Cause the Goyim know.
It's a good one. Unite the right.
Ask you why you've come here from Holland.
Ik praat Nederlands, toch?
Oh, ja, maar kunnen we dit Engels doen?
Ja, we can do it in English, yeah.
That's better for, I mean, I speak Dutch, but I don't think anyone...
What can I...
We're from Newshouse on the BBC.
BBC?
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Really?
Fuck off BBC, mate.
The BBC?
Hey, fuck off, mate.
Oh, yeah. This guy, great nonsense.
It's like Frozen or something. Hold on. Nope.
Your phone's in your left hand again? Nice.
Yeah, bro. I need to get back in that gym, bro. Fat as fuck right now.
But what has been kind of hidden is the gay casting couch. You know, the day I arrived in Hollywood, they told me when I was offered the job at Warner Brothers that you need to know this town is run by a homosexual and Jewish mafia. And
Oh my gosh! Don't say that. We're gonna wrap it up. No, be careful what you say on InfoWars. Even here, we don't want them coming after.
Alex Steinberg, that little bitch. All these people are gonna. Can't say too much. They're gonna get it though. These people here. Capitulators. Oh shit. Here we go. Beautiful. I'm fucking hype, bro. Let's go. Oh, man. That's what I'm trying to do out here. I'm trying to... Lost my little chat. Hold on a second. I'm trying to build a family, bro. I'm so blessed to have my wife and kids. Like, what? I used to do drugs and drink all the time and stuff. There's nothing you could do that would, like, compete with coming home to the kids, coming home to the wife, and here's somebody commenting right now on the Archaix video. These Archaix videos like slowly get views all the time because people look up Archaix, these errands, and then they come and talk shit. Man, all these comments wipe you guys out. You guys ever pull up the public court record And what is noted on there? The sex offender registration. I get it. But the court documents, have you checked those out? Can't tell if he's for or against Archaix, so. And when I talked to Tartarian Truth, I told him, I think that's the first time I ever mentioned it, is I was like stonewalled at a certain point. I tried to get those documents, and the Attorney General of Texas was sending me letters even about it, and it just kept adding one more hoop to jump through, one more hoop to jump through, one more hoop to jump through, one more hoop. It became like to the point where I just gave up. Like it was clear I wasn't going to get him. And that's why I feel like there's got to be some connection between him and the government or something. Should have been a pretty straightforward thing. I had the case number and everything.
Whoa! Alicia!
Nicht. Nochmal neu. Mach nochmal neu. Frau Koch, letzter Versuch.
Alicia! Whoa! Alicia!
Nicht. Nochmal neu. Mach nochmal neu.
I don't think I can read all the comments. I don't know how to switch it to. Oh, here we go. All. There we go. Uncommon Sense says to Tranquil Vortex, not only too late, but the people who are waking up now don't know how to stop it. The only way is rebuilding the families, local communities, and stop using reserve bank debt notes. Yeah, all you can do is like try to outbreed these other people that are trying to outbreed you. That's the ultimate conclusion I came to, and I'm living it, brother. Like that's really all you can do. Look at Poland. Look at Poland, beautiful place. Because they don't have the Gibbs. Poland today, hundreds of thousands have taken to the streets to celebrate their country. Is this what it's like to live in a country that has borders and a national identity? Wow. Crazy, bro. In Poland, streets are safe. No Allah Akbar shouts. No fake asylum seekers with knives, hijabs, or burqas. No public urination. Families walk freely. Let's bring this peace back to Western Europe.
I'm not dreaming. No, I'm living in my dream. Am I dreaming?
Man, how can you not yearn for that type of life where just everyone's out on the street? There's no troubles, highly civilized. Yeah, look at, wow. Wow. If you notice in this crowd, it's all men. There's some women here on the back side of the camera. In behind this barricade, I see only men. I don't see one woman. Maybe there is some, but this is what it's all about. The men have been emasculated. When men act like men and stand up for what's right, nothing can really stop it when you have a unified identity like this. Crazy.
The UK's fucked up and there's no one coming over to save me. Elon Musk is trying to beef with Kia Star's crazy. All that we want is our borders closed, but all that we got is you endless and close. If I speak my mind, then I am far right. I guess I better pack my bags, cause I'm fucking up over to Poland, where the streets are safe, and you're not here to lock me up in jail over a comment I put on Facebook. I guess I kinda like the way you push me away. We're patriotic, but one thing is that we are not racist. I try and see a doctor, but my time is just wasted. I'm not being funny, but where are the kids? No women inside, just bet on those chips. Stop giving them money and sort out our shit. I guess you'd rather make more friends like Jimmy and Phil over in Poland. They keep their streets safe, and you're not here to lock me up in jail over some comments.
Sick hook.
Facebook. I guess I kinda like the way you push me away.
Yo, this is a movement, yo. This shit is not stopping. This shit is only gonna grow and grow and grow as people see this shit. It's amplified by social media. A large group of Polish men took the streets after the news that a Colombian migrant stabbed a 41-year-old Polish man to death in their town last night. They're chanting, "All of Poland sings with us. Get them refugees out." Again, all men. Men leading by example. You got a guy in a wheelchair. Look at, he's acting like a man. He's out there, a guy in a wheelchair. Here it's all women that take to the streets. Big fat old white women, fat black women, whatever. Those are the people that take to the streets and try to enact change. Here in Poland, all men. Definitely something to be said about that.
In Poland, there is a superhero's welcome. Who is it for? For the president-elect, the right-leaning Karol Nawrocki. Look at these scenes. It's absolutely incredible.
I think the left's basically just done. I saw a really good one. Play the whole thing. I bet it's too long. I don't remember how long it was. Let's see. Sargon. I don't remember what it's called, but it was basically like Sargon. You guys probably have seen Sargon. It was him talking about the left's just gonna get exterminated now because is this ram it up my shitter? This is the type of AI bullshit slop. Who wants to hear some shit like that? Sargon talking about the left's going to be destroyed now because the right's just done with them because the left will not communicate. They just shut it off. They won't have some kind of dialogue. They won't do politics. You know, they won't have a conversation and try to meet somewhere in the middle at least or whatever. It's their way or nothing. Their way or you're an evil person. That's why the left's just, even Sargon, who's like, he's a highly intelligent person. Now you can tell on his videos he's fed up with it too, and he's kind of like getting more and more extremist. What would be considered extremist? And yeah, the left's done, and because the right's just gonna they're not gonna tolerate their bullshit anymore. The left doesn't want to come to the table and negotiate. So fuck you, you're just gonna get stomped the fuck out now, basically. Can't remember which one it was. Was it this one?
This and summarize as best as I am able what the problems are and what the solutions must be. While attempting to find a rational grounding for the identification of just wars and the desirability of peace under a universal and therefore international law, Dutch theologian and diplomat Hugo Grotius noted that there was a kind of double occupancy of a people over a territory.
It's not the video I'm talking about, but Uncommon Sense says they can't have dialogue because feelings don't stand up in. Well, they know they don't. Yeah, they know they don't have any facts. They don't have anything to stand on. They know. I think deep down they know it's bullshit. But I think their time is up, and that's why they're shifting further and further left. Slop wars continue. Slop wars. That's what I got to make. Next week we'll do slop wars. It'll be like the Star Wars cover was going to say slop wars. Go back here to X. Poland going crazy on here. Now, I wasn't old enough to be part of the nightlife in the 80s in America, but I'm assuming this is what it was like.
Tak, jest Polską bez nielegalnych migrantów. Jest Polską, w której zamiast ośrodków integracji są ośrodki deportacji dla tych, którzy chcą zniszczyć nasze bezpieczeństwo.
Damn, based. You could run on these same policies that this guy's talking about. You could say these same buzzwords and stuff. I think could win in the United States if voting's real. People are over it. Rap. Good for Poland, man. Any polls in the chat? Yeah, he said in Poland, we don't build migrant integration centers. We build deportation centers for those who threaten our nation. This is going to be a worldwide movement. Trump's kind of starting it here. It's not going to stop.
Has narrowly won the country's presidential election. Now to Poland now, because a nationalist former heavyweight boxer has narrowly won the country's presidential election, delivering a significant blow to the nation's pro-EU government, run, of course, by former EU stooge Prime Minister Donald Tusk, who was the former president of the European
Donald Tusk? Not Donald Trump, Donald Tusk.
Council. The 42-year-old conservative-leaning historian and admirer of Donald Trump, who met his wife in the White House 1 month ago, narrowly won with 50.9% of the vote. So what does this mean for Europe, and what does it mean for Poland? Well, I'm delighted now to say I can speak with the editor of Visegrad 24, Adam Sadzinski, who joins us live from the Polish capital of Warsaw. Adam, a pleasure to have your esteemed company. First of all, thanks for giving me a few moments of your time on this historic day. I know you must be incredibly busy. Tell us about your new president. He sounds incredibly interesting.
Well, it truly was a nail-biter yesterday. All of Poland is quite surprised because as people went to bed last night, it looked like the other candidate, Warsaw Mayor Rafał Trzaskowski, would win.
This is the same script you're seeing worldwide. Nationalist, populist, Democrat vote going towards these people and against the new world order, one world order, or immigrants. These people are being put in these, the immigrants I'm talking about are being put in these situations to be used as scapegoats for when it all hits the fan and shit.
Border control, very strong on pro-nationalist sentiment. No doubt he'll have a few words to say as well, Adam, about the immigrants relocation scheme, beloved of the European Union.
Absolutely. It has been one of the main points of the campaign. Mr. Nawrocki has been a very harsh critic of the government when it comes to how they are dealing with migration, mainly migration coming from Germany. These are the migrants that they entered the European Union, either through Poland or through Lithuania or Latvia. These are the migrants that flew in to Belarus from across the Middle East and Africa. Later, after coming into the EU, they only use Poland as a way through to go to Germany. But according to the current Dublin regulation that decides how and which countries should take in these asylum seekers, it is the first EU country that is responsible for taking care of their asylum claims. So after they turn up in Germany, the Germans send them back to Poland, and these numbers are increasing. And this is what Karol Nawrocki has criticized heavily.
And Adam is going
to... Obese Tuna says, the British people are not calm. They're targeting the so-called migrant hotels. There is real danger of large-scale civil unrest. Yeah, I feel like that's worldwide, where they put these migrants, they're like almost put there as like sacrifice fodder to awaken that white man. I feel like to get them to, for whatever's coming next, though. But it's all by design. I feel like, if that makes any sense.
Moja Polska jest Polską bez nielegalnych migrantów. Tak, jest Polską bez nielegalnych migrantów. Jest Polską, w której zamiast ośrodków integracji są ośrodki deportacji dla tych, którzy chcą zniszczyć nasze bezpieczeństwo.
Crazy.
I
am now in Poland, in Warsaw, inauguration, where Nawrocki just got inaugurated. And look at these masses. Look at all these flags. People are celebrating that they have won, they have their sovereignty, they have their chosen leader.
And that's where you're gonna have the best chance to have like a World War III is to
I am now in
appeal to the nationalistic interests of each country, because as a one world government, right, you're never gonna have that World War III. But if you can balkanize the world and appeal to the nationalistic interests of each country, that's how you're going to get these countries to fight each other.
Where Nawrocki just got inaugurated. And look at these masses. Look at all these flags. People are
Damn, is that Billy Carson's ex-wife? You see what else I got here on my feed. Mamdani's senior advisor. Is that real? Yeah, they hate the Jews. Mamdani does. Downtown Minneapolis Street Art Festival today on Nicollet Mall. Minnesota's done. To never forget COVID was a psyop. Yeah, yo, shout out to Good One Day. Says it goes back to tap the sign.jpg. Exactly. And that's a reference to like a 4chan post. It says tap the sign, where someone's punching the sign that says like, oh, the white man's been whipped too hard lately. We're going to roll back these woke initiatives because we need the white man fully invested for the Third World War. They've checked out and they're not going to unless you throw them a few bones, basically. What tap the sign means.
Bien, mesdames et messieurs, le résultat de ce second tour.
Man, COVID was fucking insane. I need to like go through and find like the best compilation of shit and go through and like relive it because it was so fucking unreal. The one guy that I loved, Maskless, he came back online and he's uploading all his old ones where he would go in these stores and without a mask and get him to chimp out. It's interesting to watch. Also interesting when you see the prices of shit in 2020 compared to today. This is the Maskless Ninja from 2020, from during peak COVID.
Hi. Could you please break this for a 5, please?
Today? Pretty good. Yeah. This is buy one, get one half off. What's your number? Okay. Go ahead. You get the number in? I'm not sure which number it's on.
David Polk says he'd love a convent show. Yeah, I'll definitely do that soon.
Coconut water.
This one looks pretty straightforward. The ones where they're harassing them, that's the ones you want to see.
Here I am at a Costco, one of the 6 different Costcos.
Costco was the biggest mask Nazis.
I went on this. Probably the best to come at night. Everyone's a little tired from all the tyranny they've been forcing on people all day.
Wish you could read the prices here on this one.
Sure.
Some of his videos you can.
Where's the butter at? Sir me all day. I'm here to seem to for. Yeah, I signed a contract that doesn't require me to have to wear a medical device. You can sir me all day. I'm here to shop. Yeah, you're not going to be able to stop me from shopping. I'll leave cash.
There's two manager here, and there was one by the over this other side over here, cornering them.
Hey, ringing you up? You don't need to ring me up. That's what cash is for.
No, we're not going to ring you up at the register.
You don't need to ring me up.
Trying to read some of these prices.
You're breaking the law. I don't have to follow your stupid rules. I'm not brainwashed like you.
There was something. Hold on. What's that price? Hold on.
Rules. I'm not brainwashed like you.
$24.99. What is that? Some steak. $12.99 per pound on the steak. The ribs there. Hold on. The ribs were what? $3.99 a pound for the ribs. I guarantee that shit's like $9.99 now. Pound on the ribs.
No, you can't. You're more than welcome to leave me alone. I'm a free citizen. No, you can't. You don't need to see shit. No, you're not seeing anything. I don't respect you people anymore. Fucking tyrants.
Fucking tyrants.
I don't need your service.
The end of this one, I know he just throws money like on the door, the emergency exit, and just leaves out the emergency exit.
All right. I left the money right there for him.
Fucking nuts, dude.
We're running over there. Funny. I thought they were going to stop me at the entrance, but that didn't work. I left $37.05 at the door, and I escaped. That was the Maskless Ninja at work right there. They don't know what the fuck to do. That was classic. All right.
He's been posting a lot of his old ones.
They were less than $2.
Come on. So I saw your video.
Great, you must be a fan.
Yeah, big fan. Only thing is she said that you threw $2.
Yeah, so?
That's all you paid for your groceries?
For 2 pieces of candy, yeah. They were less than $2.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
you didn't take a whole bunch of groceries?
Of course not.
Okay.
I'm not out to steal, I'm not to have my rights, my freedom to not wear a mask like you are.
Well, here's the deal. She owns this, or she represents the owner of the store, right?
It's a public accommodation.
It's public accommodation, but still private property.
Doesn't matter. It's California Civil Code 51B. They can't prevent me access and segregate and discriminate. It's against the law.
Well,
They have no right to bar me from the store.
Try telling that to our governor.
He got ruled unconstitutional in his case. His mandate is null and void. I'm living like a lawful citizen. Everyone.
Part of Aries says COVID scared the shit out of me. How dumb the sheeple and masses were. Made me wonder if most people actually are NPCs. I feel you on that, bro. Like, it just showed you can't trust any of these motherfuckers out here.
Everyone else is still going along with the mind control.
So you didn't take anything more than what you paid for?
No, I never do. I always leave more money than what I take. I'm not out to steal. I'm out to make a point.
All right. So what's your name, sir?
JR.
JR?
Mhm.
JR what? You the owner of the truck?
I am, yeah.
Well, then I'll get your plate. I got
Yeah.
your plate. So.
You know who I am.
Well, I think I've seen you before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm getting more and more notorious.
Didn't you have some kind of confrontation over at the?
Yeah, this dude went nuts, and he had the ultimate crash out between him and his like ex-wife and his ex-wife's family, and he ended up taking down everything off the channel. And just now he's coming back and re-uploading all the old videos where he was doing these COVID like protests, but he's not uploading the crash outs from when he was going through it with his wife, which those were this was like the ultimate crash out, bro. I wish he still had those videos up here. It's like fucking gold.
The other
Sprouts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a trespass charge. I got a court march for that one.
So anything going on with that?
I had a court date today. They served me a 3-year restraining order. So now I have to go to other places instead. I'm never going to wear a mask. So, I mean, they're just going to have to keep giving me restraining orders.
Well, I can't argue with you about the mask because I happen to agree with you personally, but
Bam.
I keep my distance. So, and wind's going this way. So,
Yeah, well, we're under attack. This is a communist takeover. And if we just keep going along with it, we're going to be screwed.
you're not getting any argument from me. So.
Well, I'm glad someone in the authority believes me and agrees with me. But we're up against a gnarly
So
force.
they did grant them the restraining order.
The next part of my Maskless Ninja tour in Orange County, I am at Mother's Market and about to go in and experience their mask policy.
It's just funny watching these people melt down when he doesn't have a mask.
I have a medical exemption.
All right, you can go ahead and talk to our manager up front. It's just policy.
I have medical exemption.
It's still policy.
Okay, I'll talk when I'm up there. 6, that's 3. I don't want the nut fins, though. I got some quarters in my wallet.
This dude's a funny looking fucking dude too.
25. Let me do some math here. You don't need to help me. You can't require a mask. California Civil Code 51B. You cannot. You're a public accommodation. You don't need to help me.
Look at 5 for $5 on avocados. Yeah, right. Find that now.
You don't need to help me. Then I'm going to take it. Refuse that.
Sir, you can't steal.
You saw me put money down.
Sir.
Get out of my face. You can sue me all day. Oh, yeah, right. Get out of my face. No, you saw me put down $325. Sir? Ma'am? 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 I don't care. I put cash down. It's in your store. Go get a life.
She just goes up and throws the fucking cash down and walks out. That's pretty fucking funny.
Learn the law. Looks like I hit the button and stopped recording. We'll have to see what time I stopped recording at, but there we go. Another,
Shit's fucking funny.
You guys are supporting a store that segregates against people with medical conditions. Get out of my way.
Like taking pictures of them and shit or what?
Please. 55 bucks. I want to see this. You guys are supporting a store that segregates against people with medical conditions. Get out of my way. Fuck off. Touch me, bitch. Get the fuck off me. Get off me. What are you talking about? That's assault. No, I did not. She blocked me. You stood in my way and pushed me. You guys are fucking idiots. I would sue your fucking ass so hard, dumbass. You can't segregate against medical conditions. I didn't. She fucking stepped on my foot and then she pushed me. Oh, poor woman. I'll be back. Oh, well, that was interesting. Man, almost got in a fight with 3 different people over freaking biotech. Yeah, that's 2021. All right, see you my next shopping adventure.
Dude's nuts, bro. He loved it. I wish he had the crash out with his wife, though. That's it on this guy, I guess. Let me go back to X real quick. What's up on here? Find some black fatigue or what? Some black fatigue?
Are incarcerated with no hope of ever being released.
This is Jeffrey Godfrey, head of censorship in Ireland, chairman of Media Commission. He decides what you're allowed to see on the internet. This fucking guy. It's like a little Wii face that you stretch out. Shit, I can't play that. Nothing to see here, just flight attendant getting the Sydney Sweeney treatment. Damn, thirsty ass motherfucker. Oh, it's an influencer who creates adult content dressing as flight attendant. There were no roads in South Africa before Europeans arrived, so as Europeans are pushed out, the roads revert to their natural state.
Sorry, sir. Sorry for your car. Huh? Number 4.
Damn. Yeah, this is some shit in the UK where they put these like graphics on the ground because people will drive by on bikes and steal your phone. Pretty insane.
Here today on Oxford Street, where this is the state of Sadiq Khan's London. We've got a private business warning its customers and other shoppers here to keep the phones hidden because they're getting stolen all the time. Just before we got here, someone's phone was swiped. They're dealing with the consequences of it now. But this is down to Sadiq Khan. 80,000 phones stolen on London streets in the last year. London is lawless. I'm here today on Oxford Street.
And you can't even do nothing with the stolen phone, right? It's just like a brick.
Every 15 minutes in this part of London alone. It's a major problem. Criminals riding up on e-bikes or mopeds and literally nicking devices out of people's hands. Oxford Street, Europe's busiest shopping road, is a hotspot for these sorts of crimes. And it's here where purple signs have been laid out along the pavement as part of the Mind the Grab campaign, urging pedestrians to step away from the curb and think twice about producing their phone out in public. This is just a pilot scheme, but if it works, well, it could become the new normal. A mobile phone is snatched every...
That's how crazy this shit is out here. You gotta warn people that people are stealing your phone.
riding up on e-bikes or mopeds and literally nicking devices out of people's hands. Oxford Street, Europe's busiest shopping road, is a hotspot for these sorts of crimes. And it's here where purple signs have been laid out along the pavement as part of the Mind the Grab campaign, urging pedestrians to step away from the curb and think twice about producing their phone out in public.
Just normalizing this shit.
Scheme, but if it works, well, it could become the new normal. A mobile phone is...
Yeah, you're just normalizing. Crazy shit, dude. This 9/11 clip is never shown on TV. NBC reporter says some things that blow a hole through the middle of the official story. What do you think? Let's see if I've seen this one.
And I was walking on Broadway at Fullerton, and suddenly we heard an explosion. It was the first tower coming down. And down Broadway, you could just see this wall of debris come flying at us. And I was by myself. I took cover in between a column and the building at 195 Broadway. And we stood there I crouched there probably for about a good 5 minutes. It took that long for all the debris to come by, for the air to clear. When I got up, I was covered head to toe with debris. They opened the building. The gates in that building had been locked. They opened the doors. We went inside. They had evacuated this building, which was some 28 floors of commercial space, right after the first plane went into the World Trade Center. We stood in there. You could see outside. It looked like a war zone. Debris, dust, ankle deep, cars on fire, cars turned askew in the explosion. We decided to stay inside. I was there with some firemen and some maintenance workers of this building. We decided to stay in there because it appeared to be safer inside. Then at about 10:30, it looked like everything was all clear. I started to walk out. I walked down Broadway towards Canal, and we heard a second explosion. I ran back into the building. All the chandeliers shook. Again, we were covered with black debris from everywhere. At that point, a fireman came into the building and said we all had to stay in one place. He then told us all to get out of the building because they felt if there was a third explosion that this building would be in danger. And then I walked down Broadway to Canal Street, and it was like walking through something that looked like out of a movie set of a nuclear holocaust.
Damn.
And I was walking on Broadway.
Republic of China.
Here's Barbara Bush. Shit.
China, a fourth of the world's population, incidentally, and the head of the whole intelligence system. So there's no question about that. There's nothing wrong with having a president who knows something about something, incidentally. Though I'd never worked in this field, well, I did once in Washington a little bit. But I thought I would push teaching Jane and John to read. I think that is one of the great lacks in our country.
That's
We're
a twink.
cheating our children.
That's a twink.
And I decided.
Good doggy.
That's not funny.
You got all the lines.
Go, keep going.
Bob doesn't just do jokes about the president. He teases we've already done this, all the occupants of the White House. Wives, kids, even pets. And when our dog Millie came out with her book, Bob started referring to me as Barbara Bush, Millie's typist. And as soon as the book became a bestseller, Bob wrote her into the act, too. He said Millie made over $1 million last year.
Yeah, this other one had they slowed the voice down so that she doesn't sound like that in that one.
And the head of the whole intelligence system. So there's no question about that.
Yeah, they transpose the voice down on that one to make it sound more like a... It even says right here, altered voice and edited video. Yeah, that's pretty dumb. This is Norway. Norway today. Damn, this is Norway. This is fucking Norway.
But to that I say fuck ICE and fuck the Trump administration. Use my language, but to that I say fuck ICE and fuck the Trump administration.
So base, bro. She said fuck ICE. IMDb, another IMDb actress. Damn. Actor-based reality. World's a stage. What else we got? Shots are ringing out in Washington, D.C.'s Navy Yard. Less than 1 mile away from Capitol Building. Over 100 black teens have taken over the park.
For this specific incident here, it's very obvious that the city has taken a slightly different posture going forwards.
Do they have I know there was call it. Get my chat back up here. I know there's been flooding in Texas. I'm sorry, Wisconsin. Mom influencer Emily Kaiser's husband was watching a basketball game and placed a $25 bet around the time their 3-year-old son drowned in the backyard. What? I couldn't imagine that. I don't even want to think of that shit. Oh yeah, this is what they do. These people. Oh, we got wrecked.
With you, bro? I'm a fucking minor.
You almost hit me.
Bro, what the fuck is wrong with you? I'm recording you. I'm recording you. You want me to call the cops? You just assaulted me. Gave my life to Jesus. That's the only reason I'm not fucking putting my hands on you. I'm 16. I'm 16. I'm 16. Nah, that's cool, bro. You lucky I gave my life to Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I know.
This guy was wheeling in a crowded place, and this happened.
What the fuck is wrong with you, bro? What the fuck is wrong with you, bro?
Yeah, people are sick of it.
God, you better back up.
Girl, you better back. I'm not the one to be tested with. You better back it up.
What the fuck, dude? Hell no.
Gang, yeah. Take that to block.
Damn. Oh my. Damn, that was Stephen A. Smith right there. Look at that shit. Damn, that's Stephen A. Smith, bro. Damn.
Get away from me!
Bro. It's just too much for me. I'm slop the fuck out, bro. Shut it down. I got one last thing. Thanks for riding with me. I will be back tomorrow night with an actual real stream. Prepared stream. I'm not sure which topic it's going to be yet tomorrow, but for sure I'll be back tomorrow night. So thanks to everyone that was here. Whoops. Appreciate your time and peace out.
Hey, Chaim. What? I think the Goyim know. That's ridiculous. The Goyim don't know. I think they know, man. They don't know. They know. The Goyim know. The Goyim know. They know all the things that we have done. And now they're telling everyone the Goyim know. The Goyim know. They know all the things we did back then. And now we're trying to do it again. But the Goyim know. The Goyim know. We want to open the borders to their countries and fill them with diversity. But the Goyim know. The Goyim know. The Goyim know. The Goyim know. We want to turn the women into men and make the guys more feminine. The Goyim know. The Goyim know. We want to make the white man feel guilty and put the black man all over TV. But the Goyim know. The Goyim know. And soon they won't want us around. We're gonna have to shut it down. 'Cause the Goyim know. The Goyim know.